All right, Wilson, you ready to go? You got your stuff together, man? Because the people are here. They're waiting. Hey, guys. Welcome back. Welcome to New Stuff TV, the Untechnical Tech Channel. I'm your host, Antoine, back up and giving you a little bit of Space Richardson, because today we're going to be doing a massive comparison of the new, fresh, hot, and ready off the skillet Soundcore Space Q45 active noise cancellation headphones to their predecessors, which would be starting with the Q20 Plus, the Q30, or these are the Life series. It's the Life Q20 Plus, the Life Q30, and I got the Life Q35 here, man. Soundcore has been on a long road, man. They've been releasing a lot of headphones and earbuds lately. As of the years, like it's been like what, 4 years I've been rocking with Soundcore, I think, maybe 5. I don't know, but it's been a while. This is gonna be a little bit different, man, because I'm not gonna go into a bunch of technical stuff about sound and everything. I'm just gonna tell you straight up. Let me open up all these real quick. And because if you came here to just simply like talk about sound and nothing else, you came to the wrong video. You need to get up out of here because I got more to talk about than that. On the subject of sound, they really just go in order. This is the Life Q20 Plus right here. I really do love them. I use them upstairs in my media room simply for comfort, their lightweightness, and I mean the ANC is all right. It is definitely not the best. And as far as sound quality, it's good sound quality. But if you want to get better, you move over to the Q30s right here. This is the Soundcore Life Q30, and it is it is significantly better sound overall quality than you get with the Life Q20 and the Q20 Plus for that matter, and significantly better active noise cancellation. But if you want even better than that, then you go on to the Life Q35, which is going to give you a bump in sound quality because they give you high res and high res wireless certification there. So you can get the LDAC going and you get your high res stuff going. As far as active noise cancellation and ambient sound, it's pretty much the same, but right here is where you get the best sound quality out of the Life Q series of the Soundcore headphones. But if you want to get the most premium sound that Soundcore has to offer in the form of headphones with active noise cancellation, it's just right here in the Soundcore Space Q45s, man. They really outdone themselves with these sets of headphones right here. In the way of comfort, the Life Q20 Plus is a great set of headphones. I just told you that I listen to them all the time when I'm in my media room. I like them because they're a lot lighter as far as just the overall wearing, and I can sleep in them easily. And they're relatively inexpensive, so I don't mind if I turn to the side and like mess them up or something if they snap. Luckily, I've taken a lot of naps in these things upstairs on that couch, and they have not failed me yet, man. These things are, look at this. This is like ridiculously durable. So that's why I like these. And in the form of comfort, they do have these nice squishy little ear pads. But as you can see, the hole is a normal size hole for your ear to fit in. So if you got large ears, these will rest on the outskirts of your ears. But for me, it actually feels really good because they are memory foam and they have this nice padded cushion up top here so it doesn't hit the top of my head. But when you bump that budget up to the Life Q30s, you get a little bit more bang for your buck. And I do mean bang for your buck because these things sound way better than the Life Q20s. Now, in the form of comfort, they feel better too. It's mostly because they have a wider opening in this ear cup right here than the Q20s do. And then they have a little bit more cushion at the top. That way you chrome dome people like myself with that almond shaped head, you can get that in there and it won't harm the tip of your head. Now with the Life Q35, Soundcore didn't just decide to satisfy your audio needs, they decided to level up comfort just a little bit. The headband is the same as the Q30s, but these ear cups are slightly different. And I think, man, are they even bigger? Yes, they are a little bit bigger. Now, when I initially checked these out, these ear cups were not this much bigger. They have done some adjustments to these ear cups to make them even more comfortable. Look how wide that hole is. Okay. I gotta stop this, man. Look, but seriously though, look how wide that hole is compared to the Life Q30. And the ear cups are a little bit more plush, man. It's just, look how long it takes that to go back to its normal size and shape. So the comfort in these is a little bit better than what you're going to get in the Life Q30 simply because of the better memory foam and the wider ear cup. But now we're rolling into big boy status with the Space Q45. The comfort is just a little bit different when it comes to the Q45 because what happens is you get a little bit more clamping force. It's not anything that's going to squish your head like a vice, but you get a nice solid locking feel when you put them over your ears. And the ear cups are wide enough for your ear to just get in there and have plenty of space. I don't know if it's as big as what we have here with the Q35. If you can compare these two, man, they are very close in size. It almost seems like the Q35 is a little bit bigger. Just maybe no, they're about the same to me. What do you guys think there? Maybe? Oh, dude, I really can't tell you if the Q45 is bigger or the Q35 is bigger. But what I do know is that memory foam is what's up. Look how slow that returns to its normal shape. Let me do that for you one more time. That is ridiculously slow. So what that means is they're gonna just lock onto your abnormally shaped head and just conform to whatever God gave you. And just, it's gonna make you feel all right about the size and shape of your weird looking head. But right here is where you might have a slight issue. There's almost no padding. I mean, it is very minimal padding right here on this headband of the Space Q45, whereas in the Life Q30 and Q35, you have ample padding here. So, man, you do lose out on a little bit of padding, but if you actually have hair or even wear hats all the time while you're listening to headphones, you shouldn't have any problem at all. But you will definitely feel secure, like you're gonna feel locked in a really good way, like almost like swaddled like a baby when you put these headphones on your head, because they just, there it is. The space is the perfect name for these because it just feels like you're in a different space. In regards to battery life, Soundcore kept the same standard for the Life Q20, the Life Q30, and the Life Q35. But when it comes to the space, I like that name, the space Q45s, they bumped it up from 40 to up to 50 hours worth of battery life. That's actually beating out all of the competitors. Well, most of the competitors. That's a lot of battery life with the ANC on. That's pretty impressive, man. But you do lose out on a couple of features. When it comes to ambient sound on the fly, all you had to do with the Q30 and Q35 was just place your hand briefly over the right ear cup, and then you can get some attenuated music and a little bit of ambient sound pumped in so you could have a conversation. They've actually decided to take that out of the Space Q45. So that means the Space Q45 is 100% button control. There are no touch controls on the Space Q45, whereas you had at least one touch feature on the Q30 or the Life Q30 and the Q35. They also decided to do away with the NFC feature on the left ear cup of the Q30 and Q35. It's interesting because Sony also opted to take out the NFC feature on the left ear cup of their latest XM5 headphones, which I really used a lot on the XM3 and XM4, and I actually appreciated it on the Q30s and Q35. I really like the NFC feature on a set of headphones, especially if you have buttons, because, after repeated presses of the power button, especially when you got to press and hold, some of us, we get a little aggressive with that button and we press and hold and we press too hard, and sometimes the button might go out or just wear. It's just average wear and tear on your headphones. That NFC, I used to use it all the time, especially when I was in bed. I would just boom, and it would turn on the headphones and I'm ready to go. I'm already connected and everything. So a lot of people think that's just a once in a lifetime feature when you just, pair or something like that. But no, I use that all the time just to turn on the headphones in lieu of pressing the button and wearing it out prematurely. Now let's get into a little bit of overall aesthetics. With the Life Q30s, you get this canvas case, which is actually a very nice case, if I might say. It doesn't have like a guide inside to guide you on how to put in the headphones, but you do get a little carrying pouch for your USB cable and your 3.5mm, and it's just a really nice case. But when you bump up that budget a little bit, they give you a little bit more. This is like an Alcantara or suede velour. I don't know what this is. It feels almost like Alcantara case on the Q35s here. But when you get inside, you still get that pouch, and then you get this little plastic thing, which we need to just get rid of these. But you still get the outline of how your headphones are supposed to be put in there. That way you don't forget. But this one just feels a little bit more premium because of that Alcantara type of feel over the canvas we have here on the Q35 or the Q30. But When you move over to the Space Q45, you get this rubbery material. It feels a little bit more durable. It's not gonna stain like a canvas or an Alcantara. It is actually just gonna keep bouncing back for all the life you throw at it. But when you open it up, you get that little plastic thing again. Let's just get rid of this. And there you go. You got your USB-C charging cable, and then you got your 3.5 millimeter cable. All the cases are the same because all 3 sets, or all 4 sets, starting with the Q20 Plus, all 4 of those sets actually do fold up for easy traveling in the case that's pretty much the same size in all of the cases. All right, my friends, keeping up with the aesthetics, we have a slightly more oval shape on the Space Q45 here on the right-hand side. Everything else is kind of the same, but not really. You can see where the headband actually attaches to this outer circle on the Life Q35 here, whereas it actually stems from the ear cup on the Space Q45 here. And what we have as far as build quality, on the Life Q35, we have basically a plastic design all throughout until you get to this steel band on the headband right here. And then you still have the tactile clickety feeling once you expand them to fit your big old noggin. But we get a little bit more durability here on these Space Q45s because we have this aluminum hinge right here, man. This is clutch because this is gonna prevent you from tearing your stuff up a little too soon, man. They're trying to make you keep these headphones for a while. And they've actually really redesigned it. They've gone to the drawing board and redid this kind of thing. And you still have this headband that extends from the top right here. And you still got that tactile feeling so you can kind of count or feel what level you're at so you can get it on your head at the same spot, that perfect spot every single time. Now, to keep things interesting, I'm going to jump around a little bit. Let's go back into the ANC and ambient sound string. With the Life Q20 and Q20 Plus, you're going to get the absolute weakest of the bunch here. Okay, it's actually pretty good, but we're talking about a budget set of headphones here, and it has budget active noise cancellation and ambient sound. So we're just going to kick that one to the side and move on up to the Q35, the Life Q35. So the Q35 has a good quality active noise cancellation and a pretty good quality multi-level ambient sound and noise cancellation, as a matter of fact. I remember testing this and it sounded really good. You do get a slight, white noise type of hiss, but it's not as much as you would get with the Space Q45s. You get a little bit more of that white noise, but the ANC is definitely stronger. These things block out noise. And a lot of that is due to its passive noise cancellation. When you put the headphones on, they actually block out way more noise. Oh man, you can just like hear it or not hear it. When you oh yeah, man, these actually, I can hear the AC and everything. They sound kind of hollow, like almost echoey when they're off. So the passive noise cancellation is not as good in the Q35 and Q30 as it is in the Q45s, and that lends to better active noise cancellation. And also with the hear through or the ambient sound. Ambient sound is all right in these, but you actually get some really like super hearing sound, like extra ambient sound when you put on these Space Q45s here. In terms of the better ergonomics, I gotta roll with the Space Q45. On the far left, you're looking at the Life Q20 Plus here, and you got 2 buttons. You got the power button right here and the noise cancellation button, and they follow suit with the Life Q30s and 35s with them spaced out right here. And that's okay. I'm not really a fan of these like really skinny buttons right here, but I like that they're spaced out. But on the Space Q45 here, you see how much more they're spaced out, and they're a little bit bigger and they're flatter. So they just feel so much better. The right ear cups is where I have most of my issues with the first 2 sets of headphones. The Life Q20 Plus is here. They have this like the single pad right here that has 3 different functions, which is the play and pause, up and down volume, and forward and back tracks. And it's all in one pad. So you can get kind of mixed up there when you're just doing it from muscle memory. So when you get over to the Space Q30 and the Life Q30, it is really difficult to keep all these names and numbers straight, man. Y'all gotta bear with me on this. Bear with me, Wilson. On the Life Q35, they're giving you a little bit more space in between the buttons. They actually separated them. But once again, we got these little skinny mini buttons right here, and they all just kind of run together when you're sliding your thumb over them, trying to move your tracks and your volume and stuff like that. And that play button is like extra tiny. But once again, the Space Q45 comes in to save the day with these longer, wider, flatter buttons that are just more ergonomic and just easier to touch from muscle memory. The last thing I want to touch on is audio quality while you're taking a phone call. All 4 of these headphones have great battery life and they are very, very comfortable. So that means you're going to be wearing them for a long time while you're jamming your music. On the occasion you get a phone call, or maybe you work from home and you're going to be listening to them and talking on the phone, doing your meetings and stuff, you need to know that you got great call quality. Well, they're all pretty good, okay? We start with pretty good right here with the Q20s or the Q20 Plus, and then we get a lot better with the Q30s. But then we get up to the Q35 and it's just a smidget better. But then we get to supreme call quality. The video I did on these, the dedicated video, you gotta go check out that call quality. Now you can hear this loud cafe going. There's a lot of people around here. I got some paid actors, you know, in the background, like messing with my audio. But if we were talking on this headset, this is what you would be hearing, or this is a good example of what you would be hearing if we were on a phone call, because these active noise cancellation microphones are also acting to block out the ambient sound in the room that I'm in. That way you and I can have a better conversation. So these right here are the grand champs of the bunch when it comes to call quality. So overall, man, when it comes to battery life, check, you got it here in the Space Q45. When it comes to comfort, check, you got it here in the Space Q45. You do miss out on a couple of features via the touch on the right hand side to get that ambient sound and activating the noise cancellation, as well as the NFC, but they make up for it in every other area outside of that. The ergonomics in the buttons, they've got the sound quality in these is so much better than the rest of them. I mean, we got high res with the Q35, but man, we got high res and just overall better sound quality when we talk about these right here. Better ANC, better ambient sound, and then the call quality. This is some good call quality. They made these headphones right here for with the person in mind who actually takes a lot of phone calls. Yeah, man. The Space Q45s. This is what's up. So that was your comparison for all of the Soundcore headphones. Headphones. Soundcore has been doing this for a hot minute, and they have actually evolved their headphone lineup quite quickly. So, you know, to do that much refinement in such a very short period of time, I'm actually very excited about this, man. Soundcore, you did it right this time. Well, you did it right the other times, but this right here, this is the stuff for 2022. Look, I'm no expert in this kind of stuff, but what I do know is I'm tired of talking about headphones. This is a lot of headphones. So I'm gonna go ahead and just give me some personal space, put these bad boys on my head, and y'all get up out of here, man, because I need a break.